Hi, it's Tashawn Jackson with Tashawn Jackson Photography. I want to thank you again for joining me for video number 2. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification bell to be updated when I post a new video. Today we're going to talk about something that's very fun for myself. If you've heard the term, give me a fake laugh, or you said it yourself, this video is for you. There's nothing wrong with asking people to give you a fake laugh, because I think at the end, they will give you that authentic laugh. But why waste frames on the fake stuff when you can get the meat and potatoes in the beginning? For me, I have a very simple philosophy as it relates to portraits. They should be fun, they should have life, and they shouldn't necessarily just be like stiff, dead in the coffin. No, I know that's a trend where people want to look very stoic and this regal. I get that. But I think you need to have life in your photographs as well. I say things to my couples that could be considered inappropriate, could be like, what? But that's okay. I'm going to give you some tools and tricks that I use, and you can modify it to fit your personality, because I don't think that what works for me would necessarily work for yourself, but you can have tools in your tool belt that way you can use them and adjust based on who you are and who your couples are as well. Keep in mind, if there are things that are inappropriate that you're going to tell your couples to say, give them some warning ahead of time. That way they'll be prepared. I always let my couples know we're adults. I'm an adult, you're an adult, we're both adults. All three of us are adults, and we're going to have fun no matter what. So don't be alarmed if I say something that's kind of like, what? I believe that the words you say can have an effect on a portrait session. At a portrait session, you want to feel good. Your couples want to feel good. Everyone wants to feel good. So use these words wisely. The first thing that I have my couples do, and not necessarily the first thing at the session, but one of the things that I do to add life to a photograph, I play this game called Tap the Nose. You have them sit like side, it could be side by side, kind of facing each other, and they're going to tap each other on the nose, alternating. You want to make sure that they're not blocking their face as they're tapping. So if they're going to tap, you're going to use the other hand to tap. That way you can see their face. So you alternate tapping on the nose. And you have them do it for a good 30 to 45 seconds. They're probably wondering, what the hell is he asking us to do, or she's asking us to do? But as they're doing it, you're going to get some life in those photographs. And here's an example. Boom. Again, when they do it, you're going to get some great expressions along the way. The second thing I have my couples do, or the second tip that I use, is what's called the nose to nose. And a nose to nose is something that you'll see during engagement sessions. It's very soft, they're facing each other, the noses are touching together. But how about we up the ante some? And how do you up the ante? You tell one of them to say, you want to say it real softly as they're doing nose to nose, you smell like you want some of this later. I promise you, they're going to give you a nice expression. I've seen it done many times. And again, here's an example. All right, the next thing that we do is what I call up close and personal. And again, it's a very simple pose that you see on most engagement sessions. When she has her hand soft on his face, he has a hand on her, the backside, the bouncy, or she could have a long back, depending on who she is. You got my joke, right? Good. As they're real close together, I tell him to whisper, I love you like you love what's between my legs. And they always give me a fun expression. Again, while they're soft, holding the face real nice, he's holding it close. That's a solid portrait right there. It's very simple, easy to do, but why stop there? Raise the ante up a little bit and have them whisper something inappropriate like, I love you like you love what's between my legs. Got it? Good. Next thing I have my couples do is what I call, give me that. Give me some of that. while they're facing each other. Again, her hand could be side of his face. He's holding her by the backside, similar to the previous one. You want to make sure one of them whisper to each other, "Give me some of that yum yum." And if they have an accent, the funnier they'll laugh. Okay? So if you shoot cultural weddings, cultural portrait sessions, if the couples have an accent, or a very strong accent, have them say that, I assure you, they're going to be laughing uncontrollably. I've done it many times. And of course, here's an example. All right, here's another one that we use. Called Back That Thing Up. I know that women love to have a good time. Men love to have a good time generally. But when it comes to women, there's some songs, when they hear it, they're going to be backing that thing up. And I mean all the way up. All right? So what you want to do is to, if you can find out ahead of time one song that makes her go wild, have that song already on Spotify or YouTube, and you're going to have her standing in front of him. You know, she's going to be in front, back towards him. And you want to let them know, have a good time, and watch her back that thing up. And in some cases, she's gonna bend over, and he's gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, what's happening here?" But it makes some fun portraits. And here you go as an example. All right, so we're gonna go on to what I call the kid and play. Well, I don't call it a kid and play. It is the kid and play. If you're born in the 80s or the 90s, more than likely you've seen the movie Kid and Play. You've seen the movie House Party 1, 2, and 3. And depending on your couple, they probably have seen it as well, especially the demographics of your couple. All you do is have them, you want to make sure your camera's squared up and make sure everything is set. You have the frame where you want it to, you want to make your composition intact. Suggest, how about you guys do the kid and play for me? And if they're the right people, they will know the kid and play is, and they'll put their foot out, hold each other's hand, they'll jump around, do their thing that they do. But again, it depends on the couple and the demographics, how old they are, how young they are, and if they've seen it or not. And if you haven't seen it yourself, you might want to pull it up on YouTube, the kid and play dance. And again, this is something that I've done over time. It's worked with many of my couples. All right. Next up, we'll do the kiss and tell. For the kiss and tell, the woman is going to lay on him. It could be, by his shoulder, by his chest, and he's going to kiss her on the temple. This is a very standard pose that you'll see in wedding photography, portrait photography, engagement photography, and so forth. But while that's a very safe, standard, solid portrait shot to take, you can make sure you can tell him to whisper in her ears. How about you let me lick out your ears? Again, it's ridiculous. You're like, what? Trust me, it's ridiculous. I know. When I first thought of it myself, I was like, come on now, why would you tell him that? But when I tried it, they were laughing uncontrollably, like, what the hell is this? And they were laughing, okay? And when she busts out laughing, he responds to that. And here's an example to show exactly what I'm talking about. It works every single time. Next up, we'll do the bite. I believe that most couples like to be gnawed on or just kissed in little smaller bites, all right? Especially if they love each other that way. That's part of intimacy. He's standing behind her. You've seen them kiss on the neck, temple, the cheek, or the neck. While he's kissing on the neck, if there's like visible skin available, just tell him to bite her on the bite. Just give a small bite. Just bite. Just keep biting. And you're going to see her respond to the bites. Because I know that women love that. They love it. I want my woman to bite me too. Bite me. Let's get this party started. All right. Good to go? Up next, we'll call the lick and tell. We had kiss and tell earlier. We had the bite. Now lick and tell. Lick and tell is very easy to do. All you do, make sure that she's kind of tucked in behind him some to the corner. He's sitting there, or he could be standing. And once she's tall enough to make sure she can get to his ears, and she's gonna whisper, "When we get home, I'm gonna let you lick my fingers. lick my toes, and lick my. And you never know the response that he'll give. And they both start laughing uncontrollably. I've tried it many times, and it's worked. And number 10 on our list is a sing-along. And this is usually for bridal party portraits, because even bridal party, you know, the bridesmaids, the groomsmen, instead of telling them, give me a fake laugh, like I said before, there's nothing wrong with saying, give me a fake laugh. But if you can avoid it, avoid it. Now, depending on the age of the group, I always use this one song. Unless there's a song that connects with them better, I know this song works consistently. Whitney Houston's I Will Always Love You. You had them start at the chorus. And I will always love you. Always love you. I will always. And trust me, as they're singing this, and I have them sing as loud as they can, they're going to start laughing uncontrollably. Okay? Trust me, it works. And if it's for the guys now, find out a song that works for them, have them sing it, and they'll bust out laughing too. I'm going to sing it. You got 10 cues to get people laughing. Use it to the best of your abilities and have fun with it. Again, if something doesn't work with you or you're kind of nervous, kind of massage it into who you are as a person. Because I promise you, your photographs will go from here, and here could be very nice, but take it up a notch, add more life to it. Because I keep saying, I believe portraits should be fun, have life into them, and not just stiff, dead, boring portraits, which I know is absolutely fine to have as well. If you want to take it up a notch, definitely do that. And if you love this hat, this beautiful fedora, fancy, stylish, brought to you by Samuel Benjamin. SamuelBenjamin.com. Stylish, fancy fedoras, different sizes, different colors, and you can own one as well. In fact, I'm going to give you a discount code in the comments below. How about I save you 20% off of your first order? Anyway, thank you guys once again. Be sure to comment below if something sticks out to you, you want to try. Tell me if you tried it and what the response was with your couples. Have fun at your engagement session and on wedding day. Thank you very much.